Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to create a login form with tailwindcss. We are going to create a responsive login form with tailwindcss. I'm using PHP Storm as my ID. You can use an ID like VS Code, Cybertext, etc. or Atom. In this video I will show you in PHP Storm. I'll create a project for you and type project here. I put in a directory called login. In this directory, I have to create a file called an HTML file. Also, my friend, I created a video on how to install Tailwind CSS in your project directory. You can install Tailwind CSS in your project directory and use CSS within your project, that you don't need to include link to compiled CSS and online compiled CSS. There are different frameworks for CSS like Bootstrap and Tailwind CSS, and in this video I use Tailwind CSS. To use Tailwind CSS online compiled resources, you have to navigate to this link. You can see this link. This one here. The video to install the Tailwind CSS is in the description, and for now I'll only copy because I'm going to use online CSS resources. I have already copy this one, or I'll copy everything in this and paste it into my project as start. For instance, if I navigate to my website now, you can see this HTML has been closed. It's quite long. Let's say I'm using a title. We call it login. If I save, because I'm using what? Because I'm running a normal HTML file, I reopen the HTML, the index file with a normal web. If I have to use PHP, I have to open it with a PHP. If I open it with a normal HTML, you can see I write with a line through. This underlined is causing to be underlined, and this bold font bold is going to be bold. If we want to use to reduce font size, you can reduce in such way. So I'm going to create now a form for the login. Let me remove this tab, or I can say this be like a title for the login form, and I'll put width full so that I justify content center. The display, I can say display to flex and flexing, or you can see a login form here that have been appeared. We are going to create a form. Form tag is this one. In the form, let's say this form is inside another tag called div, and this div tag, let's say if I refresh, you can see this one. I want this text to appear at the center. I'll change the display to flexing, use the classic, then flexing display, and flexing low in the flex low, and say width full. After width full, then we justify center. I can change even the background. If I refresh, you can see background have been created, but this background I put class inside the form class. Background gray 200, let's say 100. This will appear at the center. I can define the width for a small size screen. I can say width for MD width 0.4. Then MD width height, say this class is to adjust the width from different devices. For instance, in a small screen, the display will be full. In starting from a small screen like 6400 pixel, it display this width 0 over 4 of the screen, and in large screen we have to display this one, and the height is 96. That will be compared to certain CSS height. If I refresh now, you can see login form start from here to here. If I change, for instance, you can see the width is full here. Let me expand it. So you can see this is 3 over 4, and this is 1 over 2. They have width. I can change the padding here. For instance, text to padding. Let's say padding 2. If I refresh, you can see padding have been added in there, and the padding are default to content to display box. Inside here now, I have to put the label. Username. For username. Input type text, name user, ID username. If I refresh, you can see we can change the font size or texting. In the input tag, if we don't want this outline, we can use the class if you say outline none, then the outline is going to, you can say we can increase the padding. Let's say padding is equal to 2, and we can change the text font size, or we can leave default. Let it refresh. We can change the display. Let's say you want a username input type to appear down here, and this one to be displayed in a column. In a column, there is column 1, column 4. We use flex, the display flexing, then flexing call. If you say flex call, It is really change. You can see username and password here. We can board this one. You can board this one. Or we can use semi. We can use semi board. We have to change this one to input type text. Input type password. You can see effect. This one. But the button is not working. Why? I'm going now to put a button and this. Okay. Or type submit. I can apply some classes in this button type. Let's say I want to change the case into upper case. I will change the display to flexing or flexible. Then I just find center. Then I'll put rounded. I said it's rounded and I put the width 4. If the display is in a column display, I can space this one to have a space, say spacing y4. You can see there is a space between even the button has been spaced. If I want to round this button to round full, I'll say rounded full here. For instance, I want to change the color on hover or on click on some event like over. Say this one, hover, backgrounding to dunia tisa, then hover, text, white. You can see some effect. If I want, for instance, I want to change the size of this icon on over to apply some transition and animation, I can say I want to enlarge this one. I'll put the transition here. Let's say the font is semi bold. Then I'll add some transition or on transition you have to define the duration 700 milliseconds. The transition timing function, let's say, is or is in out or is out. Let's say is in out. And we have to define the delay time before the transition starts. Let's say 5. And the transition I will apply on, for instance, on changing the color, because it depends, or on changing the background, or on changing the let's say want to scale 110 or 125 on whole. You can see on over there is some animation effect. I can apply some, for instance, if I want to apply some, I want to put this one inside the form, and I apply padding, and I say it to be rounded. I'll migrate this one, login form X, and I can apply shadow here. If you want to put it at the center, I assume the div tag to have a full width, and a full width I put the item center. Okay. If I say here H full or H screen, then I'll put a certain center. It's going to appear at the center. You can see it has appeared at the center. Thanks for watching, my friends. You can continue adjust your login form the way you want.